it is one of the best decisions you can ever make if you are even slightly interested in teaching.
I think it's a great experience because you learn a lot, not just about like the material you're teaching, but like how to give those lessons.
I think like for me especially, like making friends and having the same interests in like what you want to do in the future, because I remember me, Gabby, and Jill and Caitlin were all talking about like what we want to do in our future and like how that kind of relates to like math or becoming a math teacher. So like the relationships you build is for sure important.
If you like understanding the meaning behind why we do things, because we didn't really do necessarily like, we're teaching you this mathematical concept. It's more like understanding the reasoning for why teachers do things the way they do, understanding the reasoning behind why formulas exist and why this is a method that we do things, and just different perspectives on math in general. So if you are intrigued by that concept,
you're around people that have a similar idea as you like you want to further the education of others, as well as you want to further your own understanding of education. And on top of that, it's not just learning, it's like a whole bunch of other fun activities that you never would have thought of before. I now know how to approach different topics for different people, while before if I only had one way I would approach a topic and I wouldn't approach it any other way. Where now I understand, if you understand it conceptually, then you can understand it in a variety of different ways.
Because I met, like, just in a week, I met so many people who would give me like an unquantifiable like leg up in life if I do decide I want to teach math.
it's been really insightful seeing like just getting to meet other people that care and have the same skills as I do, and like seeing what eagerness and excitement about math looks like without it being super forceful and like the stereotypical like, oh my gosh, like we're all nerds and we're all super into this. Like it's been cool like meeting like real people that actually still care about the same things that I do.
I made relationships with people who normally I wouldn't make relationships with in school.
I do want to be a math teacher. I want to help kids learn in more ways, because I would just sit there and the teacher would like present notes, and sometimes I wouldn't understand it. So I want to be the teacher that would have things to interact with, maybe implement games into it and all that.
I don't really feel like I have much of a like passion or direction with my career, but I've always loved math. So I figured, like I've kind of looked into a few different things like accounting and sort of like financial stuff, as well as like sciences, and I never really felt like any of those fit, but I still love like algebra and numbers and things like that. So I figured, why not teach?
I also learned some really cool tricks, things that'll impress, number one, my friends, and number two, my future students. I always get impressed when I see my teachers do like mental arithmetic like this, and it's way faster than I can figure out like why the heck can they do that. I'm one of those people who can now like participate in that level of like shock and awe, which I think is really cool.